Imagine this. You walk into a building as a normal college student, healthy, friendly, ordinary, but only 6 days later, you are screaming at prisoners, humiliating them, and enjoying their suffering. Not because you were evil, but because the system changed you. In 1971, one experiment shocked the world by proving something terrifying. Under the right conditions, almost anyone can become cruel. This was called the Stanford Prison Experiment, conducted by psychologist Philip Zimbardo. The goal was simple: to understand what happens when ordinary people are given power over others. So they took 24 completely normal college students and turned a university basement into a fake prison. Then they randomly divided them into two groups, guards and prisoners. What happened next became one of the most disturbing psychology experiments in history. The students chosen as prisoners were arrested from their homes by real police cars. They were fingerprinted, searched, and treated like actual criminals. Then they were taken into the fake prison basement. Their names were removed. They were no longer people, only numbers. The guards, meanwhile, were given uniforms, dark sunglasses, and wooden batons. They were told one thing: maintain order. That's it. No instructions to be violent, no orders to be cruel, just maintain control. At first, everything seemed normal. The guards laughed, the prisoners joked. But slowly, something changed. The guards began enjoying their authority. They started creating punishments, making prisoners do push-ups, taking away blankets, waking them up in the middle of the night. Then the humiliation started. Prisoners were forced to repeat numbers instead of names. Some were locked in dark closets. Others were publicly insulted in front of everyone. And the terrifying part? The guards were inventing these punishments themselves. Nobody told them to do it. The power alone was enough. Within just a few days, the prisoners began mentally breaking down. Some cried uncontrollably. Some stopped speaking. One prisoner became so emotionally unstable, he had to be removed from the experiment entirely. But even then, the experiment continued, because something strange was happening. The students had stopped acting. The prison had become real inside their minds. Guards no longer saw students. They saw prisoners. And prisoners no longer felt free. They felt trapped. Here's what shocked psychologists the most. These weren't violent criminals. These were ordinary young men, students, friends, neighbors. Yet power changed them almost instantly. Why? Because human behavior is deeply controlled by environment. When people are given authority without accountability, many begin losing empathy. The uniform changes them. The role changes them. Slowly, the system becomes stronger than the person. And maybe that's the most uncomfortable part of this experiment, because this wasn't just about prisons, it was about humans. Look around modern society. Online mobs humiliating strangers, people abusing workers because they have status, leaders using power without empathy. Even social media itself creates invisible prisons: followers, status, authority, public humiliation. The Stanford experiment revealed something dark. Under the right system, good people can do terrible things. The experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks. It ended after just 6 days, not because the prisoners failed, but because the guards became too dangerous. And maybe the scariest truth is this: most people believe they would never become cruel, but the students in that basement believe the same thing too. Evil doesn't always appear as monsters. Sometimes, it appears as ordinary people, given power and permission. The real prison may not be the walls around us, but the roles we become trapped inside.